Hello everyone, my name is Andreas Irodotu, I'm 20 years old and this is my first year on Leeds Bay University. I'm studying business management with finance and today I will do a vlog for the module understanding markets and customers about my behavior as a consumer. I will analyze my personal procedure while I'm purchasing goods through theoretical marketing approaches, and I will also explain the different buying situations and some examples of me. Ending with my vlog, I will refer to the business to consumer process, and I will also explain the different steps that this procedure has. Before I start with the main part of my vlog, I would like to define some quite significant definitions about the consumer behavior and actually what the marketing is, as every day they are getting more involved in our lives. So the consumer behavior is all the activities related with the acquire of goods, including the buyer's emotional and mental responses to a product. Macroenvironment factors such as social, cultural, and economic are the most influential factors, so before someone buys something new, takes a look at them. Marketing is a social procedure by which people and associations get what they need through making an incentive with others. Without marketing, the industrial areas would be nothing, in contrast with today's economical situation. To start with the main part of my vlog, when a consumer realizes that he needs something without it's in his possession, he's actually starts looking at different buying situations. First buying situation is a routine problem solving, which is actually a purchase that you do almost every day, which requires low risk and is a short-term decision. Every day before I go to university, I buy caramel latte from Starbucks, and that can be considered as a routine problem solving. Second situation is a limited problem, which is actually a little more intentional with a little more risk decision than the first one. Last month I bought a new training shoes for myself, but before I made that purchase I did a little research. I am an athlete, and as all the athletes, if we don't buy the right footwear which is adjustable in our feet, we can easily be injured. So before you make that kind of purchase, you have to do a little research. Last buying situation is called extended, which requires high risk as a serious investment, and it's a long-term decision. Last year I bought a new mobile phone, and that can be considered as an extended purchase because I spent a lot of money and I did an advanced research before I conclude on what mobile phone I will buy. To continue with my vlog, I will analyze the business to consumer process, how actually that procedure is involved with my last investment as a consumer. As I mentioned before, last year I bought a new mobile phone as my previous one was broken. To decide what device I had to buy, I follow some steps called business to consumer making process, and that helps me for my final decision. So, first step is called problem recognition, and actually is when a consumer realizes that there is something that he needs replacement. In my case, my phone was broken in a level that I had to buy a new one immediately, so that step is quite significant in that process. Second step is called information search, and actually the consumer is trying to find the best decision for himself by doing some advanced researches and then compare the risk of each choice. Although I knew what mobile phone I wanted, I did a little research in case I find something better than what I was looking for, but without any result. Then I went to an Apple store, have spoken with the staff over there, and we decided which model of iPhone was the most suitable for me. Third step is called the evaluation of alternatives, where the customer is trying to find what alternative choices has except of his first one. Then he gathered all the information that he collected, and he's trying to figure out what new assets he can buy, but in a different brand. In my case, I gathered all the information I've got, but without any hesitation, the iPhone 8 Plus was the best choice for me, as it meets all my specifications from the start, such as the pixel resolution of the camera and the battery's life. Last step is called the product choice, and actually is a step where the customer concludes and decides which product satisfies him. I can say I am really satisfied with my choice, and I'm glad I have chosen that model of iPhone. I really suggest it, guys. So, to end my vlog, remember that when you're gonna buy something new, you have first to follow the different buying situations, and actually you have to know where your next purchase belongs to. Most important part of your new purchase is called the business to consumer making process, and you have to follow really seriously that procedure if you want to buy something but without regretting it. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you find it really helpful for your next investment.